Are you a network marketer that's trying to sell more of your product online? Maybe this is something you've been trying for a while, it's not working, or maybe with the recent changes in the world, you're like, man, I need to do this online. I don't really know how to do that. So I'll give you some tips on what works to sell more products that work for me online as a network marketer. And this works well for recruiting online as well. The rules of engagement nowadays are proof, belief. You know what I mean? Like, gone are the days where you can just say, I have something I want to show you, and it work really well for any length of time. Because that type of message is saturated. Everybody's saying that, everybody's heard that, so it isn't going to work that well. What you're best off doing is being more matter of fact, more factual, and leading with proof, leading with examples of what works. I'll give you an example of how I still use this today. When I have people asking about my product, right, they say, oh, Richard, I'm not sure about this, or I'm not sure about that. How do I know it will work for me? I'm not sure if I want to buy. Well, I do, but I don't. I'm like, well, hey, just take a look at all the results that people are continuing to get. And I send them one link, and it's to a results page where there's a large selection of all the results that people have been getting. Interviews with students, screenshots that they've sent me, quotes that they've sent me, like videos that testimonials they've sent me. I'm making this much money, I'm generating this much leads since taking Richard's program, all that type of stuff. So it enables me to just squash all objections and all that, will it work for me? Do I believe this guy? Do I believe it will work for me? I can squash all of that with proof. And this is what is drastically lacking in everybody's marketing. And the reason that it's lacking is because a lot of people, what they're trying to sell is crap. And the other half is because they don't know how to market. So we can solve both of these very simply, okay? If what you're selling is not very good, you don't really believe in it, it's not going to work that well, leave. Go and find something that is. Find a product that is, find a company that you feel is a good opportunity, so we can solve that problem straight away. No point hanging around somewhere because you paid $500 to join and now you're stubborn and you don't want to quit. It's not quitting, when you dress it up in that way. You just, if you're not an unethical person, you're never going to sell something you don't think is good. You're just prolonging your agony from the inevitable. So find something you believe in, find a product you feel good about, and that solves the first problem, right? Now, because we're with a good product, we're with a good company, we've got a good opportunity, we're going to have success stories we can share. The company is going to have a bunch of people that have made testimonials. So now we can use those in our marketing. Now when people start asking questions when we're selling online, if we're smart, what you'll do is you'll learn some of these success stories. You'll learn some of these examples. So you can bring them to mind and point people in that direction. So if I'm focused on helping teachers generate, a $2,000 monthly income so that they don't have to worry about their teaching job, I'm going to search out as many teacher testimonials and results as I can. I'm going to keep these to one side in a folder, all the links. I'm going to look for who's an older teacher, who's a young teacher, who's a male teacher, who's a female teacher, who's a European teacher, who's an American teacher, right? Who has a strong personality, who's, I'm going to try and write notes about these people. So if I'm prospecting you and you're a young female European teacher, I'm going to look through my testimonials. I'm going to go, can I find somebody that's like, oh, here we are. Susie. Susie's a young teacher. Oh, she's European. Perfect. Hey, I know your questions. You remind me of Susie. Why don't you take a look at this? Am I going to make more sales by using, what do they say? Documentation beats conversation. So if I can document and show genuine proof and results of someone just like the person I'm speaking to, now do they believe more that they can get the results? Now is the proof right in front of their eyes? Absolutely. It works really, really well. And if you want to supercharge this, talk in your marketing, in your conversations about what your product does or your service or your company does, not what it is. When you combine that aspirational aspect with proof, it's game over in terms of helping more people and letting more people know that you've got something of value and having them want to say yes. Hey, paint them a picture of what their life could be like. Paint them a picture of how their problems could be solved and then prove that you're telling the truth. Isn't that effective marketing in a nutshell? The right people, the right product, the right communication style, proof that it can be done, proof that they can get those results. This is how all the big boys and girls do it, and you can do it too with so many simple online tools these days. It's much simpler than you think. So Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that's given you 2 areas to focus on. Right now, I'm looking for 5 people that want to try. It's not going to work. I'm looking for 3 people that want to do this. You're a loser if you do this, so join my, none of that stuff works. Makes people feel bad, but proof does. Hey, look at John's results. You want results like that? Let's have a chat. That kind of thing works better. So hopefully this was useful. Let me know if it is. If you have a question for me, I'm easy to find, reach out to me. And as I always like to say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. If you'd like more direct training from me about network marketing, how you can increase your, your tactics, you can go to www.authoritynetworker.com/webinar. You'll find a whole bunch of details there about what I'll teach you for free. If that link is still live, then the training is still available to book for and it's free. So I'll hopefully see you over there. Have a fantastic day, whatever you're doing. If you're a subscriber, I'll see you on the next one. And bye for now.